For our first move, we have big toe isolations. Essentially, if you pull up with the big toe, you're going to point away with the opposite or left over toe joints. Full range of motion every single time. Bring more of an emphasis on that big toe joint. See how you can integrate that as much as possible. If you could do this move with the feet lying flat on the floor, that is ideal, as you are then able to apply more force into the ground, into the floor, which brings a heavier stimulus and thus greater adaptation on the musculature we are wanting to work. Next move is just flexion extension of the toes. Think of this as opening and closing of the hands. You're going to squeeze as hard as possible and then extend and flare out as much as possible. Whether you go same time, cross crawl, totally up to you. Just full range of motion every single time. Flex and extend as hard as possible. This next move is foot rolling, very similar to spinal rolling, the spine move we have in our spinal hygiene series. Beginning with the big toe, you're going to roll into flexion, followed by the leftover toes, and then the ankle joint, and then back into extension, always initiating with the big toe. Very tricky move. It's going to take time to get used to, but it's a great way to mobilize the toes and the ankle joint. This is just your basic flexion extension of the ankle, shins to pull up, calves to point away, full range of motion every single time. You can go together or cross crawl. This is lateral flexion, side to side bends, just another range of motion. We're taking the ankle joint. And then lastly, we have ankle circles, both clockwise and counterclockwise direction. Whether you go same time, cross crawl, infinity, totally up to you. But for all of these moves, you're going through the greatest range of motion that you can manage pain-free. If there's a certain movement that causes pain or increases symptoms, you cut the range of motion to a point where you can do it symptom-free. Regardless, you're going to the point of failure every single time.